All right, welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Fanon, and in this video, we're going to be in the 168-pound division where it looks like Terence Crawford and Canelo Alvarez are actually going to fight. Bernard Hopkins gives his take. A lot of experts give their take and say, man, this is something that Terence Crawford is just going from big money grab and he need to be real careful about what he's doing. I have a different opinion on it and will share it with you in this video. All right, welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Fanon. Man, it looks like we're going to get a good fight in September between Canelo Alvarez and Terence Bud Crawford. And I got to tell you, man, I like this fight. I've been hoping for a while that Terence Crawford gets the fight. This would be clearly the biggest fight of his career and could do absolutely huge numbers and is a real opportunity for him to showcase his exceptional talents under a challenge that is very, very serious. It's no small thing to move up from 154 pounds to 168 pounds. I did a video on it yesterday because the word was swirling that Canelo Alvarez was going to fight Sergey Derevyanchenko at 168 pounds first as a warm-up for the Canelo Alvarez fight. And I say, hey, man, let's get it done. Now, my hat goes off to Terence Crawford for it. I hope Terence Crawford gets that fight. I hope Terence Crawford wins that fight. Unfortunately for Terence Crawford, there's other people that don't believe in him. Take, for example, Bernard Hopkins, who said this is a money grab for Terence Crawford, and he needs to be really careful about what he's doing with Canelo Alvarez, because while Terence Crawford is an excellent fighter, I've been watching a lot of his fights. I took off a month and a half from doing videos at all. During that time, I watched a lot of Terence Crawford. I watched a lot of Canelo Alvarez, and let me tell you, man, that's going to be a hill. That's going to be a hill for Terence Crawford to climb with Canelo. Now, I watched some older fights with Canelo, like for example when Canelo fought Gennady Golovkin for the second time at 160. I'm telling you, man, one thing that I think people really underestimate about Canelo Alvarez is his hand speed. His hand speed and his ability to cut off that ring, and just his ability to see punches and combinations coming. He's an exceptional fighter, and many people have him atop the pound for pound list for a very good, for a very good reason. Bernard Hopkins is one of those guys saying that. But again, this is what people do in their lives all the time. And every time they do it, I commend them. They take chances. And this is the first time really and truly, I think, that I've seen Terence Crawford really step out of his way to do something that it looks like he's going to lose. He's going to go in and come in the underdog in that fight. No way is he going to be the betting favorite in Vegas in this particular fight. I do believe that is probably the first time in Terence Crawford's career that that would have happened. And for Canelo's part, Canelo, I guess Canelo could he could underestimate Terence Crawford and, lead himself into some serious problems himself. But just watching how the two fight, I mean, I got Canelo winning the fight, but I really want, just as a personal note, I really would like for Terence Crawford to be able to win that fight. What a spectacular thing to see somebody that wins the title at 135, 140, 147, 154, and then to jump up to 168 and beat one of the best fighters in the world. Man, that is something that he could be proud of. His family can be proud of. And despite his personal feelings about me, a lot of the things that I say about Terence Crawford in the ring are, man, I celebrate the guy in the ring. He's just funny. He's just funny acting, funny talking outside the ring. But I'm not going to sit there and judge this fight with Canelo Alvarez based off, Terence Crawford's, eccentric ways. I would say he's slightly eccentric, like just complaining about shit all the time. Complaining about, like, he's the sorest winner that I've ever seen in my life. No joke. Who else is a sore winner? Floyd Mayweather Jr. was a bit of a sore winner, but I could understand him being a sore winner when Larry Merchants is in his face every time he wins a fight talking crazy to him. But Terence Crawford there's nothing ever going to make him happy as far as the conversations that he has with people about boxing. Because he acted like, even when he won against Errol Spence Jr., he felt like, no, nothing changed, and he just has the same focus on proving his doubters wrong. At a certain point in time, though, proving your doubters wrong is going to come back and bite you, because now you don't have people talking about, okay, this is not Errol Spence. It's not Errol Spence coming off of massive layoffs. It's not Errol Spence coming off of an injury. This is a dude that is very, very big relative to Terence Crawford. Any type of advantages that Terence Crawford gets out of working with what's that guy's name, Victor Conte, you know full well that that Canelo Alvarez is going to have the same benefits and even more with him. I see the way that I see this fight plotting going out is I see Terence Crawford cutting the ring off on him and exchanging with Terence Crawford. And I think there's going to be more exchanges than people realize. My question is, how will the power of Terence Crawford work against one of the best defensive fighters in the game? And when I say best defensive fighters, I know that his feet aren't the fastest in the world. But if you look at Canelo Alvarez and how good a defender Canelo Alvarez is, I think Canelo Alvarez has every bit as much intelligence in that ring as Terence Crawford does. So it's going to be an interesting thing, man. And, Terence Crawford may wind up, he talked crazy about Jermell not trying to fight Canelo once he got hit with some stuff. Don't be surprised if you see Terence Crawford hit again on that bicycle and stay on that bicycle too. Now, if this was a situation where Canelo Alvarez was going up to fight Beterbiev, hey, I would take Beterbiev over him because I think Beterbiev would be able to handle that power, right? I just don't know about Terence Crawford and what he's going to be able to do in that ring. But again, nothing but congratulations to him for taking the fight. I think that's a courageous thing to do. He could prove me wrong. Absolutely could prove everybody wrong and wind up, being the, Sugar Ray Leonard 2.0, when Sugar Ray Leonard beat Marvelous Marvin Hagler when nobody thought that he could do it. Well, there's going to be a lot of people that doubt that Terence Crawford can pull this off. Maybe he's going to have that type of moment and be able to do it. My prayers go to him. I'm glad that this fight is taking place. Now, there is a lot of confusion around this Turkey Al-Sheikh cards and all of this stuff. I wish that there's a lot of talking in the media being done, but I don't know about the organization of the actual dates. But anyway, that's my take on the matter. Please let me know what you think in the comment section. And with that, I'm out. Deuces.